There's a man named Ron Cleveland, you know he's the real deal. Real deal. Out in the wild, casting lines where the water meets the reel. He's got a heart full of fire and hands that build with pride. In his garage late at night, where the dreams come alive. Ooh, dreams come alive. Oh yeah, yeah. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the show. Ron's the kind of guy who'll light up a grill with a sizzle and a laugh, got that backyard thrill. He's out there on the weekends, pitching up the tent, living life his own way, every single cent well spent.
Says PB baby.
There's a man named Ron Cleveland, you know he's the real deal. Real deal. Out in the wild, casting lines where the water meets the reel. He's got a heart full of fire and hands that build with pride. In his garage late at night, where the dreams come alive. Ooh, dreams come alive. Oh yeah, yeah. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the show. Ron's the kind of guy who'll light up a grill with a sizzle and a laugh, got that backyard thrill. He's out there on the weekends, pitching up the tent, living life his own way, every single cent well spent. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the show. Through the storms and the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. From the garage to the river, with friends by his side. Tune in and join Ron, it's a hell of a ride. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the round chair, pour a drink and let's sit a while. Ron Cleveland's lift, bringing country style, with friends in the mix and the grill in between. This is Ron Cleveland's world, where life is serene. And the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. The garage to the river, with friends by his side. Tune in and join Ron, it's a hell of a ride. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Enjoy the show. Through the storms and the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. Through the storms and the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. From the garage to the river. There's a man named Ron Cleveland, you know he's the real deal. Real deal. Out in the wild, casting lines where the water meets the reel. He's got a heart full of fire and hands that build with pride. In his garage late at night, where the dreams come alive. Ooh, dreams come alive. Oh yeah, yeah. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream. kind of guy who'll light up a grill with a sizzle and a laugh, got that backyard thrill. He's out there on the weekends, pitching up the tent, living life his own way, every single cent well spent. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face, worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the show. Through the storms and the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. From the garage to the river, with friends by his side. Tune in and join Ron, it's a hell of a ride. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face, worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the grab a chair, pour a drink, and let's sit a while. Ron Cleveland's lift, bringing country style, with friends in the mix and the grill in between. This is Ron Cleveland's world, where life is serene. And the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. The garage to the river, with friends by his side. Tune in and join Ron, it's a hell of a ride. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face, worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron Stream, where the good times always fit. Enjoy the show.
What the funk? There it is. Boom, there it is. Thought you knew. Oh. Hi. Hello, everybody.
Billy says welcome.
Hi, Billy. 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 We need some heat in here, Billy. Just a little. Just a little. What's it at in here? Ooh, 57
Barrican
degrees.
says howdy.
Duty. There's my ice fishing hole. Let's see if there's even any fishes down there. As my coworker would say,
Billy
Ta-da.
says questions is did they get your truck fixed?
no. So, here's my mechanical life lately, and God is testing me to no avail in patience and in trust. I can tell you that. He's allowing me to be tested. So let's start this off. Yeah, but let's see. No fish. I didn't figure there would be. Barometric pressure. The fishing forecast isn't even good until Sunday. Anyways, as y'all know, about a year ago, we went through a major battle on Lolly's Escape. Lolly bought a Ford Escape during COVID. One of the selling points for us.
Big Daddy yells Duluth.
Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan. This is God.
Lulu Fly, thank you. He says, I did it for the fishies.
Billy says boom.
Boom! So, as you guys know, about a year ago, we started having problems with Lolly's Escape. We bought it through Carvana. Carvana treated us very, very well during COVID, gave us a heck of a deal, or delivered this thing to our house, no problems, very easy system. We had this car for three years? Okay? And it was a good car. Until it wasn't. Well, long story short, motor blew up due to a well-known coolant delivery issue that the Escapes had. It blows the head gaskets, cracks the head, typically the block. Not a big deal. We did not have a warranty with this car. Lolly literally put like 20,000 miles in this car in 3 or 4 years. We reached out to Ford. They said, yep, it's covered, lifetime powertrain warranty. So what had happened is it was a Thursday, I think it was, and my wife calls me in a panic. Calls me in an absolute panic. Kia of St. Cloud, right across the street. They said her car's going to blow up. She brought it in there. They said, yeah, we won't even take it in and trade. It's ready to blow up. I didn't know why. I mean, even most dealerships, they will give you some kind of a trade-in, but they weren't willing to take it. And we found out later why. So we bought a 2019 Subaru Ascent. Bought an extended warranty on it. An aftermarket warranty, which are usually pretty good. I have not had any issues with them. I know some people have, but I typically don't have issues with them. In the meantime, we get a hold of Ford. Ford sends us a letter saying that they will cover the motor in this car because it is a well-known issue. And when we bought the car, it had a lifetime powertrain warranty. And this car, our cars, if you know me, I am the king of the shitbox nation. And I drive old junkers, I drive beaters, I drive whatever I can get dirt cheap. That's what I drive. Granted, some of my stuff looks really nice, but I typically don't spend more than $3,000 on a vehicle. Sorry. I'm kind of cheap that way. Because that way I can have multiple vehicles to serve multiple purposes and then complain about how much my repairs are on all of them. But anyways, so we get this Subaru Ascent. Drive the car, take it all the way down to Arkansas, bring it back. And then in July, all the dash lights come on. Everything. Cruise control quits working. Everything quits working. All right, what's going on? So we bring it down to a Subaru dealer down in the Twin Cities that has a very good reputation. And they go through the car and they say, well, it's oil sensors. Okay? Not a problem. We go in and they replace it. We have no issues with the car. Everything's fine. Until about 2 or 3 weeks ago, all the lights happened again. Brought it over to Imes Garage. They ran the scan tool on it, and he said, yeah, it's all the same codes you had before. So we call Subaru.
Ruger wife says howdy.
Duty. We call Subaru down in the cities and say, hey, we got all those codes back again. They bring it down, and they said, yeah, they are the same codes, but that means now we got to go to the extremes. With the extremes, what I mean is now they're telling me the cam gear's got to be replaced. I'm like, hold on. I like Subarus. I'm a fan of Subarus. I've been a big fan of Subarus. I asked them, I said, hold on. I was told that the timing belt has already been replaced in this car, so the cam gear shouldn't be an issue. Then they send us a video. This motor has never been cracked open. And so I call Kia, where we bought the car from, said, hey, you guys told us that the timing belt had been changed in this, and it doesn't look like it has been, according to the dealer. They're like, well, it had the 60,000 mile service, and typically, and he's right, typically a 60,000 mile service through Subaru usually entails they do the timing belt. My company, all the company cars that we had, all that stuff, that's what they do. Anyways, so been back and forth with these guys for over a week now. They've been very good to us. They gave us another Ascent for a loaner car to take care of, to drive. It's been great working with these guys. Finally, we got everybody on one deal. My wife got a hold of the manager at Kia, basically told them all about themselves, and then I put them in contact with the guys down in Subaru and the guys at Kia. Like, you just need to fight the warranty company a little harder. We fight them all the time. But he's like, well, it's right here in their deal. And he says, well, anyways, finally my wife got tired of dealing with it, and she has to call Subaru Corporate. Subaru Corporate is now opening an investigation. They want to find out what is going on with this car. Because the fact that we've had it less than a year, they are very, very, very concerned with what is going on, and they are going to do whatever it takes to help us out. The sales, and I don't want to say anything, the dealership of where we have the car right now, the service department is amazing. Our service guy has been phenomenal. I said, you know what? Let's just get a brand new car. I know we're going to go backwards. Going to go backwards really, really bad. And, but I'd rather just put you in a brand new one and be done. We'll have a Subaru warranty, a Subaru extended warranty, and it's all done. I had, one of the things I did is, because I know Retro's into Subaru's really big too, Retro's Chop Shop, if you guys, can I get him a shout out, by the way? That brother is legit. So when we started having these issues again, I talked to him, and he said, man, Subarus are power hungry. And I was telling him that my wife typically only drives this thing about 3 blocks to work. And he's like, get the battery checked out. So we did that, found out the battery was bad. We replaced that before we brought it down there. And now, with everything that we got going on, we're kind of in limbo, because now when we told when she told the people, they offered us $10,000 in trade for our car, and then they wanted $15,000 down. I said, at that rate, we might as well just pay the car off.
OG says shit. I forgot. Sorry.
Oh. Sorry about that. There you go. My bad. That's my bad. You should be good to go now. That's my bad. I apologize. I was going to do that. Anyways, we're having a really, really tough time dealing with this, because this is the third vehicle that we have spent a lot of money on, and we have just gotten stuck. And so we had a bad dealing with Kia St. Cloud some years ago, and I don't know if you guys remember. I went there and I bought my wife a brand new car. I was still doing the courier stuff, and I was making good money, making very good money. So I surprised my wife with a brand new car. It was a Kia Soul GT Turbo. It was a brand new release, this combination. Nobody had it. It was this electric blue with the red pinstripes. It was an amazing car. We had this car for over a month. And there was some quirks when we first got it, but like my insurance company, they couldn't find the VIN number in the DMV registry. And I'm like, well, it's a brand new car. It was a 2021 brand spanking new car. They just got it on the lot with the day before, 2 days. Stoner, what's happening? And here come to find out, when I called them, I said, where are the tabs for this car? Or the plates? They're like, yeah, about that. So what do you mean, yeah, about that? They're like, well, we weren't actually supposed to sell you the car. It was supposed to be here for display purposes. You had the very first one released in the country, and it wasn't even released yet. We just had it here. And which made sense because it was parked in front of the dealership and it was in their display areas, but that was the car I wanted. That was the car I wanted for my wife because it had everything. She loves heated seats, had a heated steering wheel. You know, she's kind of iffy on the looks of the Kia Soul, but I was like, okay. But basically, I went back there, dropped the car off. They're like, hey, we want to talk to you. We want to, try and get you something. No, that was the car. And we left. Well, when the Subaru thing came up, we figured we'd give them another shot. Because prior to that, I had bought 2 other Kias from them, and they've been absolutely amazing. They were absolutely amazing. Great people to deal with. I don't know what happened. Well, now with the Subaru thing, we spent $30,000 on this car. 30 grand. It's a lot of money for a car. But I'm one of them type of people that I want my wife in a nice, reliable car. And I will drive beaters because I can make a phone call and have somebody pick me up at a moment's notice. I can make a phone call, or I can usually fix it on the side of the road. Trust me, if something is extremely unreliable, half of my garage toolbox is riding around in that vehicle. So anyways, Subaru, when we told them, because the dealership offered us $9,000 trade-in for this car as it sat. And it's like, well, what? What? And I'm like, well, whatever. If we take a hit, we'll go backwards. Well, then they turned around and told my wife that they would give us $10,000, but then we had to put $15,000 down. So the lady that my wife talked to at corporate, they're putting an investigator on this because she's like, no, we don't do that. That is not what Subaru represents. We don't do that.
Billy says WTH.
I feel bad for my wife. My wife is so stressed out right now that it is making her sick. And that's what bothers me. We went backwards on the Escape. We went backwards on, now we're looking at going backwards on this car. We're already
Asks, good evening, Ron, how are you?
Mickey, I'm doing good. How are you? And I sit here and I look and I'm like, God, what are we trying to, what are we doing here? Talk to me. And sometimes I'm used to handling all these situations, and it seems like in this situation, if I sit back and I let my wife...
I am okay, just wanted to stop and say hi.
Well, thank you. I like it when you stop in and say hi. I miss you around here. Then last night, I told y'all if you were here, I get a call from my boss at night, which usually does not happen unless it's an emergency situation. He calls me to tell me that my truck was trying to start itself in the shop last night, and that we were going to replace the starter. So I went to work at 6 o'clock this morning to replace the starter.
Aw, I liked my OG's Lil Monster name.
Oh. Well, we'll change it back. Sorry. America, can you change it back, please? I apologize. I'd had some complaints, not from you, but from some other people that they wanted their names back. They wanted their original names. I'm like, okay. By the way, if you ever get renamed and you don't like it, all you got to do is say something. Say something to me, send me a message, whatever. We'll change it back. It's not a big deal. That's what I tell people. We do things out of fun, and that's it. It's not to be disrespectful or mean to anybody. That's it. So, we get the starter in my truck. That's not copacetic. We go to hook the starter up and tries to do the same thing. So, had service center come tow.
It's all good, I just liked it.
Oh no, that's fine. We got you. You're back. You're back. You're good. You're good, homie. You're good. Aight. So then I get to go drive our brand new truck. Now, mind you, these trucks, the one I drive was $500,000 to build. The new ones are about $640,000 to build. So today I have to go take over for a driver. And I've driven this truck before. And I make one round, no problem. I only had to make 2 rounds in it today. They're about an hour apiece. And then I have a load of birds on the second round, and this truck loses.
Big Daddy yells
Welcome to my house.
subscribe.
Welcome to my
69 months in a
house.
row.
'Cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is my land.
Daddy
This
Papa
is what
says
we pray for. And this is God's plan. This is God.
So, long story short, this truck quits working. Now, mind you, the juju that we've had lately with vehicles, the guys at the shop are kind of like, dude, you're breaking everything. And I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to. Anyways, as this is all going down, this truck loses power. I'm like freaking out. I'm calling everybody because this is a brand new truck. This is a brand new setup to all of us. None of us really know the internal workings of this truck. We're figuring it out as we go. Well, here one of the wires had come disconnected in the back on a fusible link. I was directed to go look at a fuse in the fusible link, and then I happened to move it, and I found the wire was disconnected. The mechanic happened to be there who had a power tester, was able to find the wire that it was supposed to be connected to, and we got the birds off, none dead. Beautimous thing, beautimous thing. So, yeah. In the meantime, the expedition still needs work. I have an electrical gremlin in there that I've had 3 mechanics look at that we can't solve. Car parts guy is going to take it under his wing. That weirdo actually likes doing wiring. Why, I don't know, but he does. So he's going to give it a gander, see if he can't fix the wiring, and he's going to do the fuel sending unit at the same time. Half-ass garage is going to look at my other truck, and my cousin has my other truck, my diesel. My diesel is going to be on the back.
Billy asks, so now we wait and Lolly's still driving the loaner?
Lolly is still driving the loaner. They said the investigation could go up to 2 weeks. They want to check everything out and find out what is going on with this. And yeah. All I want the warranty company to do is do what we paid for. Pay to have this car fixed. We bought a platinum warranty program. Like, I paid a lot of money for this thing. And it looks like we're having issues. There was 20 updates on that phone. What is the deal? Yeah, we paid a ton of money for this aftermarket warranty because I did not want to go through what I went through with the Escape. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Well, now I have it, and it's doing me no good.
That should be covered.
They said, well, sludge in the motor, it doesn't cover it. So, yeah, it has been really tough. Then the blow up that happened on my stream last night, I was going to let this go, but I can't. I work 55 to 60 hours a week, 50 hours minimum. I come out here 30 something below zero. I move my fish house. I try to get on whatever. This is supposed to be a safe place for everybody. And last night, some really disrespectful stuff happened on my stream. People coming in here and saying, fuck another country. That is not copacetic. We don't allow people to say that about our country. What makes it right to say it about somebody else's, regardless of what some people at a fucking hockey game did? I don't watch sports. I don't care. Why did people bring that in? Why do they bring all their dirty laundry in my stream? You want to air out dirty laundry? Stream your damn selves. Air it out in your stream. I spend a lot of time and a lot of money to do this. And then I get messages all day today, despite all the stuff I got going on in my life, and I take my time to respond to them. All day today. Like I don't have enough going on in my life. I didn't even want to turn the camera on today. I didn't even know if I was going to turn the camera on again. I am so tired of Twitch drama. This contest of I Can Be Further has got to stop. I'm trying to accomplish things with my stream. I'm trying to reach out to people. I have goals. But when I've got a group of my mods warring against each other, that's not copacetic. It's just been eating at me all day today. All day, on top of everything else I got going on. I got to come up with the money to put an air conditioner in my house. I have to put new doors in my house because my doors decided to just give up the ghost this winter. I have a ton of stuff going on. But we're worried about what a bunch of people at a hockey game that we don't know and don't give a flying flip about us. We're going to come in here and just say, fuck that country? Come on now. We literally got into a war over a bunch of people who don't care about us. We're supposed to be family here. This is supposed to be a family. But yet we take it out and we take it on based on some people who could give a flying flip of who we are. Seriously. Think about that. How ridiculous does that sound? How ridiculous does that sound? And I'm going to clarify something right now. I got two things going on. One, my mods, the first weekend, first Sunday in March, I want to have a moderator meeting. I want to let everybody know what is going on. Okay? What I'm doing, what I'm working on, and the things and plans moving forward. I was really hurt by that more than I was anything else. The fact that the lack of respect for me that this was brought into my stream. And amongst my mods at that. It wasn't just some rando that came in here. It was amongst people I call brothers. And yes, brothers fight. But jeepers, it started over a hockey game with people, professional athletes, who don't even care who you are. All they care is if you watch them and buy their stuff. I'm here. I'm blue collar like the rest of you. I'm out there doing the dirt work and coming out here and trying to do something. I care. It just really sucked last night. Not only did I have a guest in the fish house when this all went off, just so you know, the whole F another country thing is a TOS violation. Just so you know that. That is a TOS violation. I don't know what is going on with my chat phone. It keeps kicking in and out. I've said what I've said. It's done. It's over. Time to move on. I hope that all the people that were involved one day can have a conversation like adults. I will clarify one thing because there seems to be a misunderstanding amongst my moderators that probably shouldn't wait. There are mods in here. There is certain mods in here who have more authority than other mods. The reason they have that authority is because of where they have placed themselves in my life. The things that they have done in my life. Not only on stream, but off stream. There is a ranking system amongst my mods as far as where people line up and their roles here. And in this moderator meeting, I will let people know what their roles are. So I would strongly recommend that you be there. Or you can just say, to hell with him, and then don't get mad when you don't have a sword. I've never done one of these in 5 years. I never even thought about doing one in 5 years, but it seems with the messages that I got today, I need to clarify some stuff. For the record, a lot of times when Barrican or Ruger Wife or Dash Life or those guys are typing things in Discord on my behalf, it's because they're on the phone with me and I ask them to. Because I am stuck at work or I'm busy doing something. I'm out trying to make money to keep this stream going. Yes, I have been blessed by a lot of people at sporadic times.
Daddy Papa says good evening at Pizza Extra Salami.
I have been blessed financially in the last few months to keep everything rolling. But the repairs, the maintenance, the things like that, those come out of my pocket. We burn up phone cords, that comes out of my pocket. Making custom mounts, things like that, that came out of my pocket. I don't expect y'all to hand me a thing, but I do expect y'all to respect me and the way that I have set things up. You're welcome to do whatever you want and run it how you want on your stream, but have enough respect for me to respect the order in which I have put things forward, because I have to do it for my protection. Not many of y'all streamers out there have had death threats on you and your family. Not many of you have had to go through and walk a mile in my shoes that I've had to get to where I'm at in social media. The harassment, the death threats, the physical threats, the people walking up to you on the street. And then the outright shunning. I have paid my dues here. I didn't do a partner push on Twitch. I'm naturally aspirated. I'm the big block that's naturally aspirated. I didn't jump into groups of people and say, oh, let's do a partner push for me. No, I didn't want that. I'm pretty good at keeping things bottled up, and there's just some stuff that has been eating me up for a little while.
Billy yells fresh start.
Yeah. You know,
Barracan yells here here.
I'm going to put this out here, and I want people to understand a little bit of why things are the way they are, and I want my entire family here on Twitch to hear this. I used to be managed by a social media management. I had a social media manager. I had a company that I worked under in social media that was supposed to be guiding me. And because I wasn't making $10,000 a month or $15,000 a month, I got railroaded pretty good. But to their credit, they are the reason I am on Twitch. I will never take that away from them. I will say, when they left, I was in a bad spot in a worse way. I know nothing. I need you all to understand, I know nothing about computers. I know nothing about the programs that I use. Ruger Wife was the first one to reach out to me and say, hey, I don't know much about what we're doing here, but I've watched enough YouTube and talked to enough people, we could at least get you streaming halfways. Okay. It was Ron and Ruger Wife watching YouTube videos and trying to figure it out, to the point to where she was probably spending more time at my house than my computer, and her and Ruger were in my house probably more than they were in their own house, for all of us to try and get this going. So when I tell you there are certain mods that are untouchable on my stream, I mean that. Not only have,
Big love for Ruger Wife.
not only did the Rugers invest their
Billy
personal,
says boom.
not only did the Rugers invest their personal time in me, they also invested time in helping me upgrade the studio that I was in. And they will always be family to me no matter what. I treat their kids like my kids. I would do anything for them. Absolutely amazing kids. Absolutely amazing family. My brother, Dash Life. That dude is my ace deuce. As my mod, Dash Life is another untouchable. I can call that dude at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when I need help. And he's there. No questions asked. And I would do the same for him. There's not a question. We call each other for help. It's not even a question. Drop what we're doing. Here I come. There's times in my personal life that Dash Life was there for me that I can never, ever repay, because where I was at in my head and in my life was not a good place. And talking to that guy put me in perspective. I'll give you one good example. The day my mom passed away, I was doing 115 miles an hour because I was over 100 miles away from my mom's house. And they were going to take her to the coroner's office, and I said no. My wife just happened to be there, and she said, no, he's coming. And Dash Life was the one said, you need to slow down. You getting there any faster is not going to help her live. He was my first call. That's how close of a relationship him and I have. His family and my family. I literally celebrate certain holidays at their house. They're always welcome at my house as I'm always welcome at theirs. So, and then we've got Barrican. As Ruger Wife and I were trying to figure out things on stream, I didn't trust anybody. I did not trust anybody unless the people I met or seen. And here's this guy who's like, I want to help you. Nobody else was doing that. And, well, we had people who were doing it, but not for the right reasons. And Ruger Wife's like, this guy reached out to me. What do you think? I said, I don't know. You know more about the tech stuff than I do. What do we do? And we both threw our hands up and said, what do we got to lose? If anything, I go back to streaming from the Twitch app. And I kid you not, Barrican comes in like the great white knight, and my stream is what it is with all the doodads and widgets and wadgets because of that. And he's been here. He's never asked me for anything other than to stream and make the stuff that he has done worth his while. That's all he's ever asked me to do. When he has to test something out, he tests it out here. The IRL fish, some of the other stuff that we've got coming and that he's working on, you know, there's more that happens behind the scenes than happens in front of the camera around here. And it's that kind of stuff, you know, and it's for your guys' benefit, because for me, all I got to do is turn the camera on. If I'm worried about viewers, I'll go on to TikTok where I'll have 2,100 people watching me immediately. And they will stay watching me. 2,100 people. If that's what I cared about, but I don't. I like it here because it is a personal interaction with people. And, you know, there's people like OG Burnout. When I was full-time streaming, OG and I, we spent a lot of time on the riverbanks together. A lot. And we were a couple of guys that didn't have a lot of money, but we looked out for each other any way we could. Whether it was groceries, supplies, whatever else, you know, we looked out for each other. And we built a brotherhood that I really didn't expect to really have with many other streamers, because it's like, you know, I've been burned and talked shit about by so many streamers in this industry that it's not even funny. it's not even funny. I've been lied about on a constant basis. I've been accused of things that there's no way that I could do because I would be in prison. You know, there's things, and he was just a guy that I could hang out with. OG's a guy that I can hang out with for days, and I'm okay with it. That doesn't happen for me very often. There's not too many people that I can sit with for days on end, the same spot at the same riverbank, and not want to leave. You know? And there was a couple of times on my stream, like one time, I accidentally, we were eating at a restaurant, and I was carrying my streamer out with me. I was full-time streaming, and OG calls me and he says, "Hey, man." I said, "What's that?" He's like, "Mute your microphone." He's like, "Yeah, you just flashed your card number on stream." I'm like, "Okay." I said, I shut the stream down right away. Everybody went to work, got rid of the VOD, got rid of the evidence, so that way I wouldn't get stranded in South Dakota. But, you know, and Billy, weather cop, that dude saved my ass. Like, literally. We were in Fort Thompson, South Dakota, and Billy jumps on stream and he says, "Hey, man, you got 20 minutes to get packed up and be out of there. You've got a really nasty storm heading your way." I had no idea it was coming. And I kid you not, it took me a minute to get everything packed up, but no more than I got in the van, one of the nastiest storms I'd ever been in hit. Absolutely. I mean, when I tell you a violent storm, like we moved down into the lowlands to get out of the wind, and it was still felt like it was going to push my van over. A 7,000-pound van. It felt like it was going to tip this thing over. It was one of the coolest storms I ever seen, but yeah. You know, and there's other mods too. Well, Mickey that was how did that work? I think OG and I were out fishing. Was it last year? The year before, we were out on the riverbank. And there was this heckling between all of us, so made Mickey a mod on my channel. But she's been a good mod when she's able to be around. You know, and I've got other mods that have been here. I've got some OG mods that have got some IRL stuff going on that they just, you know, it's hard for them to be here right now. But, you know, like OG handles my sound alerts. A lot of the sound alerts that you hear are because of him or Barrican, because before I had OG doing it, I had Barrican doing it. And OG has come up with some off-the-cuff stuff, like ban alerts and things like that. So everybody has a certain place. You know, Retro, he got his mod deal because I like hanging out with that dude. And he's one of them kind of guys that will look out for you. Even if he doesn't know you, he's going to look out for you until you give him a reason not to. And hanging out in his stream the way I was for a while when I had the time, I really just like the guy. He's just a down-to-earth, everyday working dude who loves to stream, doesn't care about the, you know, money or whatever else. He just likes to stream and talk to people. And I'm like, I can be on that level right there. You know?
Big Daddy yells the Lazy Gamer 78 has rated him for 23 years.
It's a lazy raid, stay lazy. Raiders, welcome. All right, I need to put a line in the water. We've got about 30 minutes that I can fish. Can Ron catch a fish in 30 minutes? Probably not. Ron hasn't been able to catch fish in like 6 hours sitting out here. But we're going to try it anyways. Are all my minnows dying? Nope. Ooh,
Daddy Papa says I will catch y'all later, brother. 5 a.m. will be here before I know it.
Yeah, that's what I got going on.
Billy says Jim Maui is the top tier donating mod.
Jim Maui is, there's a lot
Night,
of mods
Papa.
that I didn't address. Jim Maui is one of those guys that he looks out for me in a ton of different ways. He looks out for the stream financially, with gifts. You know, it's not always money, but he'll, you know, matter of fact, the only reason we have propane and gas this week, is because of Jim Maui. The only reason we have Starlink is because of Jim Maui. You know, there's a lot of things that he has contributed to this stream that probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. You know, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who contributed to this stream in an epic proportion. But Papa Chris, that dude has been around for a long time. That's an OG mod. He was one of my first mods.
Jim Maui yells, thanks, bud.
No, thank you, brother. And I look forward to hanging. I get to hang out with Jim Maui. So last year, I was down in his neck of the woods, but I didn't get to hang out with him because it was more about hanging out with my nephew because we didn't know what was going on with his heart stuff. But now this year, you know, my wife's even excited because she's like, "Oh my God, you got a guy that'll show you some fishing spots down there. You'll finally go down there and quit bitching." I'm like, "Yeah, probably." I need to turn my gain up. I can't hardly see my stuff. Thinking about making some pizza rolls. What do y'all think? I don't know if the wife's going to bring any food or what. Probably not. Alright. What the hell did I do now? Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Why? See? He was there, and then he was gone. There's a delicious minnow there for you. Eat it! Eat it! Eat the damn minnow. There you go. Get on it. Get on that minnow. Get it. Sometimes you just gotta get it. Get on that minnow. Get on that minnow like it owes you money. Fester boy, what's happening? No, the only thing I'm catching is a hard time.
Barrican says I'd also like to throw a shout out to I'm Justin Videos for handling our YouTube shorts and NH Captain doing our merch store and website.
Amen to that. Thank you. What are we doing? What are we doing? Nope, that ain't it. I'm feeling like pizza rolls. Lazy Gamer, thank you for the raid. Thank you! But I can't catch a fish! I want to catch fishies! We're gonna go see if this dude wants to bite. Probably not, but hey, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. You know what? You know what? Because I said so. Where were you last night? Were you drinking? Huh? Had too much to drink over there, have you? Huh? No, I'm tired. Come on. Why do I not ever want to set up my counter? That's what I have it for, right? Right. Are y'all getting ready for the garage streams? Because they're coming soon.
Hey, fish! There's food over here! Fish! Hey!
I forgot about that. One of my finer moments on streaming. Man, I'm so thankful that for Laserbeam, by the way. Laserbeam is the reason that I don't have to run a generator. That's why I was not in a hurry to buy one. We did raise the money for a generator. I will be getting one here once I get the car stuff figured out. But first,
OG says there is a part 2 to that. When I can get to it.
Oh, really? Stop staring at my butt. I can't find the switch. So, Laserbeam sent me this 500 watt pure sine wave inverter. And because of that, now I don't have to run my big inverter when I run my air fryer. Which is like absolutely filthy. But you know what? We don't care. Burnt down goods can't get you sick, right? And I mean, what's life without pizza rolls? What does it say for air fryer instructions? 390? Yeah, they're a little soft. That's alright. They're pre-cooked anyways. So y'all ready for some garage streams yet? As in Ron cleaning the garage?
I use the old pizzas. 12 minutes.
Yeah, this is already dirty. Not gonna lie.
Billy says I just tried some of these all-dressed Lay's chips. Not bad.
Yeah, they're not bad. I've been on the old Dutch bacon chips, so that's kind of been my thinger. Yeah, usually I do my pizza rolls
Only
on
if you
pizzazz.
test the limits of blowing shit up in the garage.
What? Don't I always? Don't I always? Usually I either run into something or something starts on fire or almost blow up my entire garage. Or I have to listen to Baby Shark, the heavy metal version, for like 2 hours straight. Yeah. Remember that night? Everybody just thought it'd be fun. Hey Ron, check this out. It went from this cute little baby song to like Satan's Little Helper decided to get in there. By the way, Jim Alley's fault, just so y'all know, I have been binge watching some shows on TV. Resident Alien, I watched all 3 seasons. Like, not usually my kind of show, but now I'm stuck on it. I'm watching Dark Winds because of him. And what else did I watch? Another show I gotta watch with him.
OG says here is part 2. URL.
Part 2. What's that? I don't remember this.
Listen here, you little shit! Just eat the damn thing! It's a lot of teach you not to play with your food! What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know what gets into my head. Oh, then you can see, this is why we don't use that power inverter anymore. Oh, that's horrible.
Billy says here is part 3.
This is why we don't use that power inverter anymore. Yeah, so was it last year? No, it was the year before. Maybe it was last year. No, it was the year before because I took a year off. But anyways, Billy and a bunch of his friends decided it would be a great idea for that song to go on for like 2 hours in my garage. Now in my garage, I'll have to use things like my microphones, my extra speaker, things like that, because that's the only way I can hear everything that's going on with all the ruckus that I make.
Billy says it was amazing.
I think my pizza rolls have burst. It sounds like it. Better check. Maybe. Oh, they're getting there though. They're almost there. Almost there.
Big Daddy yells loose moose and then cheered 1,000
Thunderstruck. Went down the highway, broke the limits, we hit the town.
Billy says boom.
Loose moose nips. Thank you. Every time I read that name, it cracks me up. Thank you for that. Appreciate you.
OG yells I'm off to bed. Have a great night.
Have a good night, brother.
Barrican says first time chatter too.
Damn. Well, thank
Billy
you.
says night og.
See, I think of weird names like that. I just would never have the cojones to actually have a name like that. Oh, we need to get out the fine china. You guys gotta see. Wait a minute. Hold up. Now, see, it's not that I don't have. Bobber's still up. Watch your own bobber. So that's why I like to stream. Because I can vent a little bit, we can get everything out, and then we can have fun. Or you can watch me be dumb. Amen? So, see, it's not that I don't have regular dishes, but then you go down here in the basement. When you go down here in the basement, you break out the fine china. Oh, what, you didn't know Red Solo Cups makes plates? Get on my level, dude. Fine china. Not to mention, I carry it around because it's a great fire starter in the woods. Kid you not, tear a paper plate in half, it lights better, and it's also kind of waterproof. So that way if you're trying to light a fire
Regular
in the rain,
TV says WAYTOODANK.
yeah. Oh yeah, they're done. They're minty. They're starting to pop. They are minty. Thank you for your service. Ha. No more power for you. Ha ha ha. You eat too much of it. Battery bank's still 100%. Boy, you want to talk about timing? They were just starting to split. Get on my level, dude. Somebody give that regular TV guy a shout out. Only because I like him and he smells funny.
Welcome to my
Big Daddy yells
house.
regular TV just gifted 5
These are my people. This is my land. This is what we pray for. This is God's land.
Dog Balls a subscription. Regular TV just gifted Raw Fishing a subscription. Regular TV just gifted Nixel G a subscription. Regular TV says I heard this works. Barrican says Regular TV dropping the love. Billy says boom.
So, Regular was out fishing. Regular was out fishing one day, and I pop in there. Not only did I guess how deep he was fishing, I think I was off by like 0.3. I said 9.8, and I think when he drilled his hole, it was 9.5 or something like that. It wasn't far off. And really what it was is it was an educated guess by looking at the shoreline, not even knowing what body of water he was on, just from my own experiences fishing. Well, then he's got a boat transducer for a hummingbird rigged up to use for ice fishing. Now, mind you, he's just getting into ice fishing, so be patient with it. So I'm like, you know what, man, this dude is putting in the work. He's out there on the ice. Let's throw him 5 gift subs. You know what I mean? He's out there putting the work in. And when you know it, dude hits a fish. But now this is 2 people that have tried this on my stream, and it hasn't worked. But thank you for the gift subs. Now you can enjoy me or watch me eating pizza rolls with barbecue sauce. Oh, hot. Hot. Hey, dummy, that's going to be hot. Woo. Watch your own damn bobber. So I already have the layout for the new van. It's a layout I've always wanted to do for a minivan. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a few sheets of plywood and some piano hinges. But it is a layout that I've always wanted to do. I think it will suit me perfectly. Wow, why? Does anybody know of anybody that actually waits for pizza rolls to cool down before they start eating them? Anybody? Anybody? I'm marking fish. They're just not wanting meat. Maybe I throw the plain hook down after them.
Barracan says eating the lava cheese is the best part. Regular TV says only to let my tongue heal from the burns.
Yep, that's about right.
Billy says nope, quit buying them because I was sick of the roof of my mouth having 3rd-degree burns.
Maybe the fish wants some pizza. Too bad. Buy your own. There's a minnow down there for you. You can eat the minnow. Get the minnow. Get the minnow. Wow. I know why.
Dog Balls says thanks for the gifted at Regular TV.
I know why this is. Are you ready? I'm going to tell you why this happens. So when we make pizza rolls, we're really, really freaking hungry, and we know they're a quick snack, and we're just not willing to wait that long. You take the most patient guy in the world, and you make him hungry, and you give him a box.
Regular
of pizza rolls.
TV says a dog balls.
Seriously, you take the hungriest guy in the world, or the most patient guy in the world, and you get him hungry, and you give him a box of pizza rolls. I bet you he eats these dudes just flaming hot. One of the things I used to do when, before I had a pizza pizzazz and stuff, I used to deep fry these. That was brutal. Not only did you get a nasty hot pocket of cheese, but then the grease would show up. Yeah. You ever dipped pizza rolls in barbecue sauce? If you haven't, you're missing out. So I've also learned that a Minnesota thing is putting ketchup on steak. That is attributed to Minnesota. And when I heard that, I'm like, there's people in Tennessee and Texas and all over the South that are like, we are never letting Minnesota people eat in our restaurant. I was hoping we'd had way more snow this year. I really want to do some carp fishing with the guys. But with the lack of snow and the constant impromptu
Dog
weather-
balls says ketchup. Straight to jail.
Huh?
Billy says carrot, carrot, carrot.
So I used to be like that. I'm going to tell you something. I am never going to tell a working adult how they have to eat the meat that they put on their own plate. Just not. Like my neighbor, well, he's passed away now. But my neighbor used to only eat his steaks well done. I mean, like shoe leather done. Like if he got one at a restaurant and there was any pink in it when it came out, he would send it back and tell him to cook it longer. Would I eat mine that way? Nope. That I would probably put a bunch of ketchup on. Like, if don't get me wrong, every once in a while I get a hankering for like A1 steak sauce on my steak. And you might say that's sacrilegious, then I hope you are not putting any type of seasoning on your steak. Just remember that. Next time you criticize somebody for putting something on
Barrican asks, do you want to trash can the FAFO alerts? Dog balls says, if that's what you like, I don't care.
Oh, that's the hard. No, just leave them for now. Leave them for now. I actually really like that alert.
All F with some A1 on a dry steak.
Oh, you want to do something really good? No lie. And you're going to think this is sacrilegious. And you're talking, I'm a carnivore, right? I just tried this on a whim. So when you're doing your steaks, when you're searing your steak, right? And when you're letting it, and when you flip it the one time. Now, see, I might flip mine twice if I'm trying to get that cross sear action of the grill on there. But literally, glaze some A1 steak sauce on it and let it glaze as you're searing it. Oh my, just take a regular steak. Don't put no seasoning on it. Just take a regular steak and glaze it with A1 steak sauce as you're cooking it. Oh my birdie. Hashtag Rolling with the Clown. I stole that from him. I am not kidding you.
I'm okay with that.
You might replace your favorite steak seasoning with it. It is that good. See, by the time you get the last couple of them in a box, your mouth is so messed up, and they're already cooled off, but your mouth is so messed up, it's like, yeah, yeah, it's just wrong. I mean, kids got more common sense than we have. They'll at least bite the end off of it and then blow on the end of it to cool off. Not us. I'm convinced that grown adults just get dumber when it comes to pizza rolls as the older we get. Almost positive. I've seen a guy in Tic Tac. He honey dipped his steaks and then let them rest, and then he put his seasoning on top of it. I've been meaning to try that because it actually looked really good. And then he did, he made his own barbecue sauce, and he did the honey dip glaze, let it rest, and then he glazed it with his own homemade barbecue sauce. And he's like, how many of you don't eat honey glazed steak bites? The guy put a lot of stuff in perspective for me. I wish I could remember his name. I can see his face. I can't think of his name. But he put a lot of stuff in perspective for me when he does this stuff. He's like, how many of y'all go to a gas station, buy a bag of jerky treats like honey glazed or honey barbecue or teriyaki? He's like, if you like teriyaki flavoring, why would you not marinate your steak in teriyaki? It made a lot of sense to me. Like, I like teriyaki stir fry. I like teriyaki bites, teriyaki beef jerky. I like teriyaki. I mean, could y'all shut up and not everybody say something at once? I mean, seriously, could y'all just shut up? I don't want y'all talking all at one time. If I want to talk to myself, I just go home and talk to my wife. Don't tell her I said that, Lolly.
Billy says shush.
Lolly will get me, boy.
Barrican says I've been deleting alerts. The Great Purge of 2025.
Well, We got things to do. We got plans.
Billy says we have place to go.
We are.
To the top.
We're working on it. I'm waiting for them Oilers to come in, Billy. So that way we can just quit the job. We can go out and start doing some things full time. But you're gonna like some things that are gonna start happening here. You of all people will appreciate it. And no, I'm not gonna be some kind of weather nerd.
I put an SOS out, but they ignored me. Barracan says I thought we were going to Mars. I was going rename you to Mars Cop.
I mean, we'll keep it simple. They only got to sign me on for like $250,000 a year. Then watch the places I'll go. People are like, oh, imagine the RV you can buy over $250,000. I'm not. I'm going out in a clapped out minivan 2.0. I mean, it's not.
Billy says I am losing my pool with age. LMAO.
Come on, fishes.
Barracan says better yet, weather recall.
Oh, I need a dip. I need a dip.
If you remember that movie, you're old.
I mean, I just watched it not too long ago.
Billy says I have a Zoom call with Bass Pro Shop tomorrow. We will see if I can generate you a year or two.
Oh, Bass Pro Shops. They're in with Tracker Boats. We need money and a tracker boat, sir. Oh, I'll make it look good. I'll go out on Bass Opener and I'll put double-digit bass in the boat. Not as far as weight, but as far as numbers. On this lake. Done it numerous times.
Yup, free demo boat for the year.
Now I'm getting tired. I can feel it. 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 Y'all haven't checked out my YouTube channel lately?
Barracan says I'm not sure bring up sponsorship during your trespassing Zoom call for farting in the stink bait section of the store, Billy.
Oh, it's like Larry the Cable Guy.
Billy says LMAO.
How Larry the Cable Guy go? What did he say? It was his sister got arrested at the Bass Pro Shops. They said she was trying to sneak out of the store with stink bait and a duck call. I can't believe it. It is 9:18 already.
Barrican says I miss him.
Yeah, I just seen an interview with him not too long ago.
He was good a laugh back in the day.
Oh, he still is, but now his comedy is not deemed politically correct, so.
Billy asks I think I am cutting out of here. Need to hang a charger on a battery. When we lookin' to see you again, Ron, Monday?
No, should be able to see me most of this weekend. I'll probably be on tomorrow. Here's the thing. I was looking at the weather. You'd be proud of me, Billy. I was looking at the weather stuff, and it's not looking like we're actually going to have a decent fishing day until Sunday. So, I don't know if I should stay out here. I'm in 21 feet of water, or if I should push in shallow and see if I can't get some of the... See if I can't get on some walleyes. What do you mean there's no yawning and fishing? Listen, chicken. No, I don't watch hockey. I don't watch overpaid people. Wait. That's not true. That was a lie. Oh, right on. No, normally I have my stream up on the TV. I gotta move that anyway so I can get out the door. I gotta start the truck. No, usually I watch like Netflix or LubeTube or something like that. That's kind of what I watch.
Shallow, maybe for Friday and Saturday in warmer temps?
Maybe, but it could also bring them out. It could also get the crappies moving to be out here. I don't know. I don't know, Billy. This year has just been an anomaly to me. I'm corn-fused. Like literally corn-fused. My socks are all wet from one. The sacrifices I go through for y'all. My socks are wet. It's -0 out there right now. And I managed to come out here into a fish house with wet shoes and socks just for y'all. Don't say I don't sacrifice for you. Don't do it, Billy. I know your gears are spinning. Don't do it. I gotta wait until all this car stuff is done. My shoes that I wear now are about $200 a crack.
Barrican asks John you around? Or Ruger wife?
Alright, I don't know how this is gonna look for an angle. So we're gonna fandango it, because I gotta get you guys out of my way. Out of my way! Out of my way. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Turn on the outside light. Go out here in the cold. Woo-hoo.
Ruger wife asks half-bottomed here. Was up?
And I had to pee. problem with wet feet is it runs chills up your spine. Today's homework, Romans 6:6. Been in my head. I just wanted to make sure
Barrican
it's
says chickens 918 FH.
What? Yeah. That's a hole. That's water, dude. Check it out. We're literally on top of 21 feet of water. Frozen water. Ice is about 2 foot thick. Oh, yeah. Drop it down to the bottom one more time. Give her a little whoop. Are you going to put it right there? There it is. Well, there it is. Thought you knew. Come on. In your face.
Ruger wife says wish we didn't have robots this weekend. Would go out one more time.
It's going to be a last good weekend for it.
Barrican says I'm going head out and get some dinner started. Ruger wife got you covered on the raid.
Yeah, 5 more minutes and then we'll raid out. I got a fish looking at me right now, real funny. Real funny. Get it. Wow. Get that ground. Ding 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 there. Ding 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 there. Ding 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 there. Bennett near 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 near. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Ba-dum-dum-dum.
Ruger wife asks since you strumming the slush getter, you wanna go for some music tonight?
Sure. We can entreat some people with some music. Bow, 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 bow.
Just say when.
Go ahead and send it. The one fish I had marking just disappeared. Thank you very much, bad weather. Good night, everybody. Probably see you tomorrow night. Thank you. Love you. God bless you.